For the cheapest coins with fast delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor, Red Zone Coins, and use code SWIFT at checkout for 20% off.
So Swift family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 video on the channel. And in today's video, we are going to be going over the Super Bowl promo in Madden 20, going to be giving you guys some information about what's to come, as well as some player predictions for this promo. Definitely pretty excited for it. It should be coming out pretty soon. I'll reveal when I think it's coming out a little bit later in the video. But yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy this one. Let me know if you're excited for the Super Bowl promo, and if you have any other Madden or even un-Madden related questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. I try to apply to any and all comments, and shout out to everyone in Notification Squad. Y'all are on the videos so quick. I haven't thanked you guys in a week or something like that. So yeah, gotta shout out Notification Gang at the start of this video. Much appreciated. And yeah, let's get into this one right here. One final thing, if you haven't yet hit the like button, feel free to do so. Helps me out. It makes the video more discovered. It's the best way to support your favorite creators. As well, if you are new to the channel and you haven't yet hit that sub button, we're creeping up on 30k subs, which is pretty sick. So yeah, if you're new, feel free to hit that sub button if you enjoy this type of content, and let's get started off with the video. So to start off, let's talk about some of the solo challenges and just kind of some housekeeping things that we can expect to see with this promo. So in the past, they actually have released a type of currency into the game. This would be very similar to stuff we've seen in other promos, for example, the Bats currency, and basically just any times they release a new currency, just like the Kindling currency. We could expect to see something like that in this promo. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. They have done that in previous Madden, so a currency is something we could also definitely expect in this promo. Solo challenges wise, hopefully they do better solo challenges than in the playoffs promo. I pray that they do, because the solos in the playoffs promo were not good. They were not worth it. So hopefully they do something a little bit better than that. If we take a look at these playoff promo solos right here, I didn't even do them. You gain an 89 overall Nat playoffs player, which is just totally not worth it for the amount of time it takes. Hopefully they release better solo challenges than this in the Super Bowl promo, but I guess we'll see. And yeah, let's go over the release date of the promo right now, and then I'll start to delve into the meat of this video, which is going to be some of the new cards that could be coming out, as well as how they release new cards in this promo. So for the release date, I'm thinking it's going to come out on Friday, so in 4 or 3 days. I'm not really sure, but yeah, this Friday, so in a couple days is when I'm expecting the promo to release. The reason for that is they usually like to do it a week before the Super Bowl, because they'll give people cards in this week slot right here, and then they'll release potentially a 99 overall player for the Super Bowl MVP, likely after the Super Bowl is over. So I'm expecting it to come out on Friday in just a few days, so definitely pretty exciting. We're actually going to get a ton of new cards in this promo, and let's start to look at that right now. So just like in most promos that we see in Madden, there's going to be a past with legend players and stuff like that, and there's going to be some present players released into the game. Let's start off with the present players, because those are the more interesting ones in my personal opinion. And how they usually do these present players are they release players, or not how they usually do it, how they're going to do it is they're going to release players on the 49ers and the Chiefs to get some upgrades. Now, the tricky thing with predicting who these cards are going to be is because these two teams, the 49ers and the Chiefs, just got upgrades in the playoffs promo. I have some players written down right here who I think are going to get upgrades. We can take a look at their cards, and we can see if maybe there's going to be a way to invest in some of these guys and make some coins. That's not really what this video is about. If I do see something and I'm like, okay, maybe we can make some coins investing, I'll be sure to mention it, but I'm mainly just going to go over some of the players that I think are going to get cards. So Jimmy Garoppolo right here is the first one to talk about. Jimmy G, he does have a 92 overall card, I believe. Yeah, he's got a 92 overall Team of the Week card. He didn't get anything in the playoffs promo, so I would expect that Jimmy G is probably going to get a card. I think the highest cards that they had last year for the present players were 97s. So usually I think they've been doing it one overall less, so that would mean the highest overalls are going to be 96s in this promo for the present players. I could see Jimmy getting like a 95 overall card. Wouldn't be surprised if he does. So yeah, Jimmy G right there, someone who I think is probably due for an upgrade and is probably going to get one in this coming promo. Now let's look at just a few other players that I have written down. The next one is going to be Emmanuel Sanders, guys. Emmanuel Sanders also didn't get a card in the playoffs promo. He got an upgrade in the Gauntlet promo, I believe. I don't know why I spelled his name wrong, but Sanders right here. Let's see what overall card he has. He might actually just be on the Broncos. That's probably why he's not popping up right here. So we have to filter over to the Broncos to see Emmanuel Sanders. And right now his best card, his best card's an 80, or I believe a 92 overall player from the Gauntlet. That's not. So Emmanuel Sanders, I think he definitely gets an upgrade unless they haven't like updated him in the system to be on the 49ers, which could be the case because they haven't given him a card with the 49ers logo on it yet. If they haven't done that, that's kind of shame on you, EA. But I think Emmanuel Sanders probably gets a card. He's the best. He's probably the second best receiver on their team. I think Debo's a little bit better. But yeah, Emmanuel Sanders definitely due for a card, and Debo did just get a new card as well. So let's continue to look at a few of the other players that I have written down. This is someone else who probably most people aren't going to be getting, but Dre Greenlaw. I just wanted to put him in for the video just because he's been a baller for them. 5th round draft pick, and I think he only has like a silver card. Yeah, his silver card's going for 7K just in case he gets a power up or something, I guess. But yeah, Dre Greenlaw been a baller so far. He actually should get pretty decent speed, like a 66 overall with 74 speed is actually pretty good, and 66 hit power. This card could be a baller, but Dre Greenlaw I think is probably due for an upgrade. And the way I kind of am looking at this is I'm looking at other players who have already gotten cards already. So some of you guys might be thinking, oh, Fred Warner, he's been a good linebacker for the Niners. He did just get a card already. So I'm thinking Dre Greenlaw probably gets an upgrade in this. There's going to be a lot of players getting upgrades. Like I think like 6 or 7, honestly, will probably get new cards. So yeah, Dre Greenlaw is the second last player. The last one is going to be DeForest Buckner. I think his highest card is an ultimate kickoff card, but when EA releases players, I don't think they really account for ultimate kickoffs when they're releasing cards, just because they're not power up eligible. As you guys can see, he's got a 93, but it's not power up eligible. So I think that EA kind of thinks the best card that he's got is a 90. So I think DeForest Buckner probably gets an upgrade right here. He's probably not going to be the best player in the promo, but he should be getting an upgrade. Let's look over the last player who I think is probably going to get the boss card, because there's someone who's probably going to get a 96 or a 97, and that's going to be my boy, or not my boy actually, just Nick Bosa. I don't know why I called him my boy, but Nick Bosa right here, probably due for an upgrade. I don't know if it's really worth investing in his power up, but he does have a 94 overall Ghost of Madden Future. That Ghost of Madden Future was given to him a decent amount of time ago. When we think about this, this was still like a month ago when this card was given to him. The only issue with Nick Bosa that I have is they don't really give him amazing stats. Like a 94 overall with 87 block shed isn't that good, but if he gets like a 96, I'm assuming that they'll bump that up to like a 90. He'll probably have like 90 power move, 93 finesse, or something like that. So Nick Bosa, the last card that I wanted to mention, probably getting an upgrade on the 49ers. So yeah, when it comes to these players, you guys can do your own research and figure out if you want to try and invest in some of these. Like you could invest in like a team of the week or a power up. I'm not going to go over that in today's video just because it's a lot to go through. We're just going to go over the cards, and I'm kind of going to make my predictions based on the cards. But if you guys want to invest in any of these players, go ahead, and honestly, you guys can talk about it down below in the comment section. I know a lot of people, if I'm like away from my phone, most of my comments honestly get replied to by you guys. So if you guys have any investment ideas, you can run it by me in the comment section, or basically anyone else in the comment section who's going to be looking for it. So yeah, if you guys have any investment ideas, be sure to leave them in there. That would be greatly appreciated. But I'm basically just going to go over the players. Now that's it for the 49ers. Let's take a look at some of the Chiefs' present cards. So let's start it off with Tyreek Hill. I think right now his best card that he's sitting at is a 91. So he's probably going to get the boss, in my personal opinion. Someone must have invested in him right there. But this price for a 91 isn't even crazy expensive. Wouldn't be a terrible investment, but like I said, I'm not going to go over any of that in today's video. Just going to go over who I think could be getting cards. So yeah, 91 Tyreek Hill is 1,000,000% due for a card. I think he probably gets the boss. 96 or 97. I feel like him and Bosa get the boss. Those are honestly just the two like consensus players that could get it. Maybe Jimmy G and Tyreek, but on the Chiefs, there's not really any other options other than Tyreek based on how well the players have played and based on like how Madden likes to upgrade these cards. I think Tyreek definitely does end up with the boss. Now, let's move on to the next player right here, and we're gonna look at Tyrann Mathieu, you guys. Tyrann Mathieu, I think he only has a flashback card, so not really that good of a card so far. It's not even popping up on the market, but I think Tyrann has a flashback if I'm not mistaken. Not sure why it's not showing up. It might be on a different team that it's based to, but yeah, Tyrann, he's been a baller. Honestly, he played a really good game last week. So yeah, you could invest in his power up, but I think Tyrann probably gets an upgrade. Not sure how good his card will be. If we take a look at his 82 right here, 81 speed, 77 man, 75 zone, I mean, like, he could end up getting decent stats, but I don't really know. Honestly, Tyrann Mathieu probably gets a card. Not sure how good his stats will be, but that's a player right there to take a look at. Next up, we have Chris Jones, and this man is a big fella. He's really dominant on the defensive line. Definitely, probably the best defensive lineman on the Chiefs, I want to say. I mean, yeah, he's probably the best. Maybe D Ford? No, I'm going to go with Chris Jones. He's better than D Ford in my opinion. But yeah, Chris Jones right here, probably due for an upgrade. Only has a 91. Didn't get a playoff card. As you can see, a trend with a lot of these players that I'm taking a look at are players that didn't get upgraded in the playoff promo. That basically means that EA hasn't given them a card for a while, so they're definitely due. And especially with the fact that there's like 5 or 6 players getting cards in the present Super Bowl section of the promo, that means a lot of these players are going to get upgraded to solid cards like 94s, 95s. So Chris Jones could end up with some pretty solid stats. As you can see, he's got 82 block shed, so that's just really... it's really not great in my opinion, which would mean that his card probably wouldn't be that amazing. When I'm investing, just an investing tip for you guys, you should probably try and invest in players that already have relatively glitchy stats, because that's going to make them really wanted and make people want to power their card up. So let's take a look at the last player that I have right here. And it's going to be Damien Williams, you guys, the running back on the Chiefs. I drafted him in my fantasy football league. I still ended up winning that league somehow. I don't even know how, but yeah, Damien Williams, he's had a terrible season, except he started to do well in the playoffs, just like usual. He only has an 85 overall Mud Heroes. I'd say he's basically a lock to get a card. He scores a lot of touchdowns for the Chiefs, and people love to see touchdowns being scored. They think, oh, touchdowns, such an amazing stat. In my opinion, Damien Williams isn't an amazing player. Sorry if you're watching this, Damien, but I think he probably does get an upgrade. 85 speed, so he could end up being a pretty fast back. He should be a pretty fast back, but otherwise his stats, they won't really amaze you that much, but Damien Williams probably due for a card. So yeah, that's going to do it for the present section of this promo. When it comes to the past, it's basically not just players from the Chiefs and the Niners. They're going to just give players that performed well in the Super Bowl in the past upgraded cards. There's probably going to be quite a few of the past players coming out. I'm not really so sure exactly how they're going to do it, because they've done it a little bit differently in previous years, and they've also done past players a little bit differently this year than they have in the past. But expect some past players to also come out in this promo. They probably will be the highest overall cards like usual. That's what EA likes to do. And then there also will be a 99 overall card for whoever the Super Bowl MVP is. So, I mean, that doesn't really matter too much when it comes to who's getting cards, because EA's not going to account for who they think the Super Bowl MVP is going to be. They'll probably give them all basically a fair shot at getting a card right now in this promo in the next few days. So yeah, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Be sure to let me know in the comment section if you have any players that you're investing in, or feel free to bounce ideas off of each other down there. And yeah, that's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and until next time, fellas, have a great rest of your day, and I'm out. Peace.
It means no